If you are an independent dealer, this message is for you. I'm sitting at my computer this fine morning reading this press release. Fender reported to begin selling direct. Custom configurable guitars only, it says, while it remains unclear if this selling direct move would also include standard Fender products. I was Fender's promotion director and started Fender's Frontline magazine before the internet, so this sort of thing wasn't even possible. I have to wonder what this selling direct announcement means to you as an independent dealer who has been loyal all these years, and to those dealers who continue to put on the blindfolds in the hopes that this whole sea change will just go away, regardless of how many other manufacturers jump on the bandwagon. Blindfolds, metaphorically speaking. But it's not just about Fender, and we all know that. Somebody had to go first, so it may as well have been the biggest. I started working for musical instrument manufacturers in 1973, 40 years ago. A partial list of the brands and organizations that I have been involved with will appear here while I talk to you so you can see why I feel qualified to present the following observations. My bride Brenda has been bugging me to retire, but I'm not dead yet, and at least not until I get a few things off my chest by handing down experience to the younger generation about manufacturers I've known, and here specifically busting an age-old myth in the acoustic guitar business moving into 2014 and beyond. So kids, please allow me to begin with this statement. Brand name does not matter. Period. It used to matter a lot. But with instrument brands being bought, sold, and passed from company to company and from factory to factory today, the only thing that remains the same when this happens is the name on the headstock. And that's just the way it is, and we're not the only industry. What does matter, however, and always will, is sound. And the good news is sound is what you have already been selling all along, so there is a way out of this. The sooner that you as an independent dealer can start selling instruments based on performance as opposed to brand, the more protected you will be. And to help prove this point, I am setting up a blindfold sound comparison at this year's NAMM Show for you, challenging 3 of my personal favorite brands, Martin and Taylor, with the third being Guild, which is now owned by Fender, with some models now made in China, which is not a bad thing and not even the point, because after researching the market for a new upstart brand to compare to these 3 legendary names, I came across a comparable high-end acoustic with an American design, a Spanish name, and owned by a factory in, you guessed it, China, called Merida. When you come to the NAMM Show, all you have to do is sit down in a sound room and put on a blindfold and listen to an open string strum between this unknown Merida guitar and any one of these 3 legendary brands, and choose the sound you like the best while keeping score. To further prove my point, when you come to the NAMM Show, you will not find this Merida brand located up on the main floors with the big boys, but instead tucked away down in the basement of the convention center, giving our other 3 big company manufacturers an advantage. And to prove my point even further, I am directly inviting Martin, Taylor, and Fender's Guild brands to submit their own Dreadnought cutaway models, the very best they can cherry pick for this blindfold challenge. Of course, if they choose not to bring the best of their best to the party, I will supply my own, so your store staff can still participate and start thinking about selling performance over brand with every product category in your store. So bring it, Martin, bring it, Taylor, and especially bring it, Fender. To my independent dealer friends, take off the blindfold and come see this bare-knuckle comparison at booth 1018. Look for these nutty people running around the NAMM Show wearing blindfolds and wearing these bright yellow t-shirts, and follow them to booth 1018. To survive and thrive as a brick-and-mortar location moving forward, you need to get away from brand name selling while you still have the time. Bring your ears, bring your staff, and bring your hunger for knowledge to booth 1018.